Hello, 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 guys. It's been a little bit. Been under the weather again. So I haven't really done anything for last week's readings. I do apologize. I'm just trying to get my energy back up. But we are going to do a mid-month collective reading. This may resonate with you. It's going to be interesting because we have a full moon coming in here. So we're going to see what the full moon and the planets are, how those energies are going to interact with you. We've got the full moon in Virgo this time. So we'll see how that plays out, along with some numerology, and we're going to do it differently for a mid-month. So what I'm going to do is, again, I have Divine's deck here, and that is going to be for yourself, self-improvement, self-struggles, whatever you're coming to Divine for, question, something that you need to work on this month. And then we're going to go into the second oracle is love, and the third oracle is career, and see what the Divine and the energies of the planets are saying for you for mid-month of March. All right, and if you record this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, just remember for 2020, you have access to free readings or free coaching. Just go to divinewarriorintuitive.com and you'll see what type of coaching I do. I do from life coaching all the way to fitness and nutrition, that kind of a thing. Spiritual coaching, intuitive, whatever. If you're having supernatural gifts you don't understand, that kind of a thing. So go there and check it out. Or you can always comment or email me. Email me like all over the place. Everybody, I love emails from you guys. It just makes me feel really good when I can help you guys out. Okay, so that's Divine's card. And so what we're going to do is go to love. We're going to pull love. I'm going to get these all set up, and then we're going to go into your reading. Whoa, thank you for knocking that. Appreciate that. Very interesting. Oh, we got another one turned. Let me see what that is. I'm going to put those two cards together. And then we're going to go to career. What does it say about career? Now, career could mean schooling. Career could be something that you're working on that you want to go for a career. Or well, I say career because career is different than a job. Okay, so whatever this card is, it's not a job. A career is more of your path, your journey. It's a longer extension. So let's see what the oracles have to say about that, along with the full moon. It's going to be the first card that dropped. Oh, interesting. We'll see what that goes on there. And then I'm going to pull a full moon card because we are going into the full moon. Whoop, whoop. Full moon in Virgo. That's going to be also called a worm moon. Why is it called a worm moon? Because we're heading out of winter and into spring. It's the last full moon of the winter, first full moon of the spring. And what do birds do? They pick up worms from the ground because the ground is still moist and the worms are a little bit higher up. So it's called a worm moon. It's also called other moons for, Native Americans and other cultures, but that's what we get. All right. So if my voice goes in and out, I apologize a little bit. Trying to get my energy back up. Just went to the doc today to see if what is going on. All right, what does the moon have to say for us in the Virgo? All right. So collective. Now this is an open, if you are watching and it is live, you're very welcome to ask questions, very welcome to put comments in and that kind of a thing. So let's talk about self first, then we'll go to love, and then we'll go to career. So self, what Divine is saying, what he wants you to really working on, which is also coming into play. This is really strong with the planets. I can't make this stuff up, you guys, because, oh my gosh. Wow. So your career and yourself is going to be almost point on, because with this full moon, we're not only coming out and moving through Pluto, we are actually coming out of Pisces. Very emotional, very sensitive time, especially if you're a Virgo. You're going to be hypersensitive and your intuition might be a little bit hyper, that kind of a thing, hyperactivity kind of a thing. So if maybe you're like, wow, that's just so coincidental. Oh, that's so coincidental. It's not. It's actually you're as a Virgo, you're being heightened especially for your supernatural gifts. This is the number 9, and this is seeing beyond. This is your third eye. This is that intuitive sense. This is that supernatural sense that is going to be really, really strong for you. So if you're going through something, really pay attention to your intuition. Now, this is about you and self and what you need for yourself. Also the number 9, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. This doesn't blow my mind, but it just amazes me how divine and this universe work all together, because they are one. It's energy. But this is definitely really paying attention to your chakras, paying attention to your third eye, which is here. This is the part, oops, I probably should have connected you guys in. It's your third eye, which is where your chakra is to connect into the supernatural. So that might be, might start seeing signs, you might be hearing things, you might be seeing things of that nature in that spectrum. Sorry, I'm just going to plug you in because I didn't realize I was unplugged. So it's in that nature that you want to really be paying attention to your supernatural side. All right. This is also your crown chakra, allowing those to be open, allowing to be able to pay attention to what is being told from the second dimension. Okay, so this is the number 9. That means it needs to be in the forefront. It needs to be up front. It's intense. It's right in your face. And the reason why I said, ooh, interesting, because your career card is the number 9 also, and it's at home. This is a time for Virgos to really do some deep analysis, but it's also too a time for cleaning up. So with your career, you might be either ending a career, starting a new one, because it's the number 9 as well. Something very intense this month. We'll check into that here in a reading in a minute. However, home, is it a remote job, or is it stepping out of home into a job or a school or whatever it is for a career? Not a job, but for a career, for your long haul journey. Okay, and then we also have the number 10, which is an ending and a new energy for love. We have the Desert Prince. We have him talking about survival and false promises. Oh, I hear, yes, okay, thank you. So also, too, we have the number 3, the Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. These two go together because this is the number 3, paying attention to what is happening with you in the integrity, in your love relationships, whether it be love, has so many different levels. Could be love of a friend, love of a family, love of a lover, love of a husband, love of a wife, in love, very different levels of love. However, you want to make sure that you are being at your highest, how do I put this, standards and boundaries, because in this rest of this month, this is very interesting because Mercury and Jupiter are going to come into a conjunction here in Pisces, and this is going to be all about walking in the truth, talking the truth. We've got Pluto trying to transform, but you've got to do the work to transform. Somebody doesn't want to do the work to transform, and this is all about, again, integrity and compromise. How much are you willing to compromise your integrity, your character with a person? Again, that's about love and relationships. So let's do this first. We're going to do self first, and if Divine comes through and wants me to throw in love with that, then I will do that. However, let's do this mid-month and see what's going to happen the rest of the month for you, yourself, and what you should be focusing in on. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on with the collective for the mid-month, for the rest of the month. I got to always make sure that these, because I don't know what it is about me, but I have a habit about turning the cards upside down before I start. I don't know why I do that all the time. Okay. Okay, let's see what the energies are saying here. The 8 of Wands. Something's slowly moving towards you. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling somebody's not patient in waiting about this, whatever it is that's trying to come to you. And it's coming slower than you want it to because you have too much going on. You got too much juggling. It's like your mind is not clean. Remember I said this Virgo full moon is going to be about cleansing and cleaning, the spring cleaning. We'll do the cobwebs in your brain too, because that sort of is what's going on. We have the Knight of Swords. That is definitely, again, we're talking about truth, a lot of truth stuff. And in the center of your reading is the Nine of Wands. There's some newness coming here in this, definitely. There's some type of a new creative energy coming into yourself. Now, I don't know what is going on. Again, this is working on yourself. Something is new. Might be a little afraid because it is so new. It's not a comfortable feeling, but the Fool is really about feeling good. This is also the Jupiter energy that's coming through. Very cheerful, very optimistic, the Fool is. And it's just like, should I try it? Should I not? But if you actually really talk to yourself in truth and walk through whatever it is that you're going through, because you've got the Nine of Wands in the center, we've got that Mercury energy that's happening about information and communication. Somebody just might not have all the information that they need to start this Ace of Wands. So starting a conversation, again, this creative person, creative conversations, positive conversations, things that are going to lift you up and help you, and also eliminate some of that clutter and mess with someone. This is going to really help your communication with someone. Again, this is Moon and Neptune energy. Okay, definitely Moon and Neptune energy, because we have Moon. We have the Moon actually conjuncting the opposite with Neptune here coming up. But I'm looking at that. So also too, you have definitely for yourself, I know that there's some fear there, and that's why that Eight of Wands is in reverse, because we have the Seven of Swords as your challenge card. So when you're Seven of Swords, that means like there is a challenge that some betrayal, some hurt, some pain, something that happened is not being released. Again, this is a time to release that. That Jupiter energy needs to come back, that positive energy, that optimistic energy, the flow of good, and the lighter energy needs to come back for whatever is going on with this individual, whoever that is for. But you've got to see beyond what it is right now going on. So we live in the now, but we see beyond. It's sort of like when I get downloads, and I may not know exactly the details, but I'll see a download. I'll see a movie in my head. Oh, okay. It won't be a clear movie. It's sort of a blurry movie, but I can see exactly how it plays out. So this is allowing my third eye, my intuition, to see beyond. I don't fight it, because I can't control that. I mean, whatever is going to happen in the future is going to happen. And if I try to stop something now, it will happen later. So you're just prolonging it. And I'm talking about good things. I'm talking about all kinds of things. And I'll tell you just a real quick story on that, is that I can't. When I had the premonition and divine said that, your brother's not going to come home, that he's going to, pass away or die in Florida, that was scary to me, because that was the first big premonition that I had. But leaving that third eye open, allowing that to come in, I fought really, really hard to bring my brother home. There was some situations where he couldn't come home quite at that time, but as I tried harder and harder to get him home quicker, because I didn't want anything to happen, I didn't want that premonition to be true. When that did happen and we got the call that he was murdered in Florida, I personally was scared, because some of the premonitions that I were having were coming true, and I didn't know what to do with the information. I couldn't stop it, so we just have to understand these are sort of blessings, that we get to know some of these things ahead of time if you have that supernatural ability. So somebody might be fearing their intuition. Somebody might be fearing that nudge or that knowing, or maybe they're insightful in ways that they don't even understand. So don't be afraid of that. I see this a very creative energy, but I do see somebody very fearful of it from their past. All right. It will release a load on you because then that's your truth. That's walking in your truth. But there definitely is a new energy coming, and a really playful energy and a happy energy. However, you really got to release some things, okay? You really do have to release some things. You have to look at that as part of the March energy anyway, especially in Virgo. Virgo is about getting information, getting the facts, getting everything. Sometimes Virgos, overthink too much. So it might be you're overthinking too much. You got too much going on in your head. So you need to release some of that so that you can allow your true self to come through. Again, I'm going to say this to every sign the rest of this month. It is about walking in your truth. It is going to be a sensitive, emotional time because we're coming out of Pisces and into Virgo. We're also coming into a Mercury-Jupiter conjunction. We're coming into a Moon-Neptune trine. So these are all about sensitivity of energies and emotions in a good way. Because when we spring clean, we're spring cleaning out those old emotions, and we're also bringing in new, creative, uplifting emotions as well. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's see what else we have here with self. If there's anything, let me see if Divine wants to give me any downloads. If the cards or universe want to say anything. I will tell you right now, this full moon in Virgo is definitely about meditate and contemplate. Again, this is that for you. This is your seeing beyond, that intuition, definitely. And that moon. Whoops! Wow. Okay, the new moon. Thank you. Oh, too many. Okay, thank you. So this full moon that's coming in again is about meditating. It is about really thinking about getting the strength that you need to do the things that you need for yourself, your authentic self. Okay, and the things that you do. It's sort of like when I had to come out with my spirituality and letting people know I've had all these gifts, and not to hopefully let them think that I'm nuts. Again, with having the premonitions and having just really high intuition, this was really, really hard to come out and say, hey, this is my authentic me. But if you do that and walk in the truth, because that's what this month, the rest of this month is about, it cleans the closet. It gets rid of the stuff that you don't need in there. And I want to say toxic people and toxic relationships and toxic jobs and toxic things like that, which I find very interesting because Divine had me, and I've been fighting it. Had me do a video, which I'll be putting out tomorrow, on energy vampires and toxicity, toxic jobs and docs. So I'm really surprised. He just knows. When he tells me to do a video and I try to do it, trust me, the lower vibrations try to stop me. But Divine has got it. So tomorrow that will be out. He wants me to do it, I do it. So anyway, so this is definitely something you want to pay attention to, meditate, contemplate on it, what it is going on, because this is supposed to bring a new energy, and you don't need to fear it. Whatever it is, you don't need to fear it. It's going to release a burden. Okay, you've got 2 10s here. Okay, let's see. You have ace and a 10, but you also have new energy here. Okay, so this is definitely going to release a burden, and it's going to make you stronger. Whatever this is, what you're going through. And it also is going to bring a balance. It's going to bring whether this is a partnership, I don't know, because the number 2 is about bringing partnership, but I do know it's about bringing healthy boundaries and balance back, because the number 2 and this scene beyond is the number 9. So in the number, if we put them together again, we get the number 2. So this number 2 is really proficient in being forward bound. Okay. And what I mean by that is really pay attention to it, because the number 2 either brings balance or it can break apart and divide or separate depending on the vibration and the mindset that you're in. But it also can bring balance and healthy boundaries, because a partnership is about healthy boundaries, making things work, making things jive, that kind of a thing. But also too, with the 2 of Wands, that is about your future. Okay, so again, seeing beyond, thinking about the future. Don't live in the future, think about the future and go from there. All right, so let's go into love. I'm going to get rid of this here. Let's go into love and see what did I do with that deck? I just had it. Okay. And see what love has to say. So remember, our theme for love is the Desert Prince, which is about survival and false promises. Again, the rest of this month is definitely about talking about truth, your truth, whatever you need to hear the truth. This is a sensitive time coming out of Pisces, going into Virgo. This is also, too, the wise woman of Wonderland. This is about integrity and compromise. Okay, so this is love. We're talking about love now. Really want to, relationships are not supposed to be just survival. They should be flourish. There is a whole, I'm not going to go into coaching, but false promises are low vibrational. False promises, it shows you, if somebody says they're going to do something and they don't follow through with it and it happens over and over, that's a humongous red flag. People, it really, really is. It's saying that their integrity and their character need some work because they're not being honest and truthful. Oh, but I forgot. Oh my God. Divine Rue. No wonder he held back. That the energy vampire video coming out. This is what I talk about all the time. This energy this false promises, saying things that to manipulate and just to get their way, and then trying to, say over and over and over again, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, which means absolutely nothing because actions speak louder than words. Okay, so whatever is happening in your life right now, number 3 is about acknowledging it, pay attention to it. This Virgo energy of the full moon is really trying to get you to get the information, the accurate information. The full moon is also telling you to communicate, because we got Mercury and Jupiter in there, with the conjunction. And then Pluto is the fighter. Pluto is the fighter. Pluto wants to create kerfuffles, but we don't want that. We want progress and light vibrations. All right. So whatever relationship is, I say love could be of a friend, love could be of a family member, could be of a partner, lover, husband, wife. There's some false promises and somebody's just surviving. It's like they're roommates. They're not in a relationship at all. They're as what we call that is a what is that called? I think a minute. Divine, help me out here. Situationship. Thank you. I won't remember it. Like I said, I've been fighting. I guess they're saying that I might have a virus, but not the COVID virus. So we'll see what's going on here this afternoon when they pull my blood. So we've got the star in the very beginning. Remember, we're talking about love. This is beautiful. You want it to start out really beautiful, and it does. In a relationship, it always does start out really exciting. You get to know each other. You get to have a really, your hormones are all going, your testosterone's all going. This is a beautiful time. There's balance. You're talking about things you like, talk about things that you don't like, that kind of thing. However, then in the middle here, I don't know what's going on with any of you guys, but we've got the Judgment. Okay, so I think this is a relationship that's been in for a little while. This could be friends. This could be lovers. I don't see a lover card here yet. However, this is the number 2. Again, this is dealing with a partnership. This is also somebody that you've got 2 different personalities here, 2 different characteristics. One thinks more spiritual, one thinks more earthly. I want to say that the woman is trying to get the partner, the feminine is trying to get the partner to think more spiritually. It's like, hey, really look at things in a different light, kind of a thing. Again, this is all about your integrity. Okay, this is definitely about integrity. Again, we have to really contemplate, because of the full moon going on here in Virgo, what we are going to do and how we're going to move forward in this relationship. I want to say this relationship is whatever, it's in a rocky phase. Okay, I don't know. It might not be rocky like, ready for a divorce, I want to say that these 2 people are just separated, because we have the number 2 here. twice in your reading, and we aren't even to the middle yet. And then we have the number 3 in your oracle and the number 10. So something is sort of ending. Maybe this a time of definitely communication. I'm going to say this loved one is really probably the biggest one for the rest of the month, because there needs to be a lot of communication here, and it needs to be honest, true communication, because we have the Knight of Swords, or the Page of Swords, in the center of your reading. And what that tells me, because somebody's trying to make a decision about something, either stay or go, whether to work on the relationship or not work on the relationship, because this relationship, it's almost like somebody's emotionally checked out. I don't know who, I don't know what partner. It can be fixed, guys. This can be fixed. However, again, we have to get to integrity. We have to get to characteristics, a higher vibration. Okay. We have to do that Virgo energy, analyze what is it that we could do better? What could I do better in the relationship? What could, you don't point at somebody and say what you could do better. No, you just say what I need and what I could feel better at and what I would like to see moving forward. Again, I'm not going to get into coaching, but these are things that you can do, because somebody's at a crossing point of what they want to do. Somebody's still living in the past a little bit, and they might still just need to heal a little bit better. So being patient, because we have the star in the very beginning, being patient with this person while they heal. That's going to have to be a really, really big decision of somebody. Okay. It depends on how broken a person is. Every single person on this earth is broken in some way. They have a weakness in some way. We all have faults. We all have flaws. Okay. But it's like this. Some people say, okay, how much am I going to put up with? Okay. So this is a decision. This is a choice. However, it is going to take a lot of conversations, and honest, blunt, truth conversations. Okay. So if you're in a situationship with somebody right now, that is not living. That is not love, and that is not living. That is not growing, because love is very easy if you both are willing to let each other love each other. If there's one person that is not allowing that, then it is going to be very difficult. Then that becomes survival. And then false promises happen. Again, this is the number 10. This Desert Prince is the number 10. This is the part that I'm a little worried about, because false promises are a very low vibrational energy. False promises are very self-centered energy. It is low vibrational. It is a manipulative energy. It is something that will, as I say, like this video that's coming out that I'm putting out this afternoon, Energy Vampires and Toxicity. If you're not subscribed, subscribe now. You'll get to watch it. But I think this is really what Divine is sharing with somebody, that there is a toxicity in somebody's life that needs to step back and step out of. And this is part of this process. But your challenge card for this love relationship is to communicate. This is the Mercury Jupiter energy. This is Pisces, stepping out of the emotional side, stepping out of what has been happening, very sensitive, emotional. If you're a Virgo like me right now, your sensitivity and your emotions with this full moon are really heightened. I was even at work yesterday, and it was like a few tears. It was like, what? Oh yeah, the full moon. Okay. So it's going to be heightened. Yes, you're sensitive, but you need to get it out. Somebody doesn't want to. I don't want to. I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. That has to be your choice. However, see this little dark cat here? Somebody's been talking to too many people rather than actually going to the person you need to be talking to. Okay, whoever this love relationship is, I want to say that a female is needing to speak to a masculine. This might be in terms around money. This might be bigger. I don't know what it is with this person here. Although the fights might be about money. The arguments might be about money. The integrity might be about money. The compromise might be around money. And it may not. But there is some turmoil going on here that deals with integrity. And how much am I willing to compromise? How much is this person willing to compromise? Okay, so let's see what else is going on with this relationship. Excuse me. And if you're just tuning in, my name is Patty. I'm with Divine Warrior Intuitive. I do hopefully weeklies, but I've been sort of down under the weather, so I don't do that. Don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, you do get free readings and free coaching. DivineWarriorIntuitive.com is my website if you want to see what type of coaching I do, and it's free. Just ignore the prices if you're a subscriber. All right, Divine, is there anything else for the collective in this mid-month reading of March? You know, Divine, they really love to know about their relationships. They really do. If you really can share something with me, I appreciate it. I know this relationship's in turmoil. I know it can be saved. I do know it can be saved, but I also do know somebody is very toxic here. So I don't know what you want to share with this person. Okay, thank you. He's saying see beyond. I've got goosebumps for somebody. Seeing beyond. He says go back to self. You have to see beyond what, you have to see the facts and the red flags. So he's saying whatever that is, somebody's in a new relationship, please pay attention to the red flags, he says. Somebody's starting out and they're not paying. Somebody's package is really looking good, but they're really a toxic person. So be really, really mindful of that. I don't know who that's for. Okay. He's also saying that somebody is very pessimistic. Somebody is very negative. Somebody is, if this is, I don't know who this is for, but if a person is calling you names, saying, you know, you're so stupid. Why did I marry you? Why did, you know, this is ridiculous. It doesn't matter even if it's just one fight or two or three. This is a person that is a low vibrational person. And this is the person that I think Divine is talking about. That, you know what, that's belligerent. That's if they're not for you, they're against you. Okay, so this person here is very negative. They don't know how to look at things positive. Now, this might be something in their growing up, their foundation, that they didn't learn how to do. Maybe that's all they saw. Maybe their parents were negative. Maybe their grandparents were negative, or maybe nothing went right for their family. And so they have just a different way of looking at things. Again, I'm not sure who this is for, but all it takes is 21 days to change a habit and 63 days to sustain that habit to change your mindset around to thinking more positive. So I don't know who that's for. So definitely, whoever this person is, and you're trying to make a decision, truth in the center, here is the center of your reading. Okay, this is the center of your reading. You have to start talking the truth, or they have to start talking the truth. This is Mercury energy, but Pluto's right in the middle, and Pluto loves to fight. And I can't wait until Pluto's gone after this full moon, because we'll not see Pluto for a year. Yes. In any conjunctions of this nature to create violence or create anger or create animosity or create just war kind of energy. The Knight of Cups here, he's saying, is that is in the center of this. This is beautiful. The Knight of Cups is trying to bring that love in, trying to bring all these positive energies in, trying to bring that. And again, the Seven of Pentacles. This is something we're going to have to really focus in on. And again, this full moon energy, meditate and contemplate what it is you really want. Okay, thank you. So saying that whoever this is for, there is goodness to come, but it is going to take work. Again, this is the Mercury Pluto energies. This is Jupiter trying to stay cheerful, trying to stay positive. It does get wearing, especially if you have an energy vampire. But it is also about that Mercury energy, about the spiritual pursuits. It's about, your emotions all around, and trying to get them out and verbalize them. It's not think them, you need to verbalize them. And it verbalize them in a positive, high vibrational energy, high vibrational matter of saying, this is what I need. Not, well, if you would clean the dishes every now and then, I would be able to have time to have fun with you. That kind of a thing. You don't want to put the word you. This is time for you to say, this is what I need. This is how I need you. Stop saying things that you promise to do and then you don't do them. Okay, this is basically this is an energy vampire that does that. So anyway, So definitely this is a work in progress, this relationship. Again, but the challenge here is to stop talking to people that are not in a place where they can give you good wisdom, not knowledge, wisdom. So if you're having a relationship issue, don't go to your friends. Go to somebody who's been through these type of relationships, somebody who's been in there 25 years, 35 years, even 10 years, how they're sticking it out. Good things, getting good advice. Again, seeking beyond you. This again is your work for you, okay? Opening your mind to new creative ways. All right. So that's love, boy. Somebody is going through something. You're always welcome to email me, guys. Honestly, my coaching is free to you guys. If you're subscribers, you can email me. Again, I've never charged for that. I've charged for one-on-ones if we're going to do like an hour. But this year for you guys, it's free, all free. So we're going to go to career next and see what the universe has to say about that. Divine again is saying see beyond. This is the number 9. I can't make this up. Most of the time is divine is the same energy as the, hey, Felix, welcome. The divine's energy is the same as the universe. Okay. We're both looking at the number 9 here. But your career wise, for some of you, this is going to probably be a changing time. With this full moon in Virgo, this is a time to analyze. This is a time to meditate, contemplate. Am I in the career that I want to be in? Should I be in a different career? Where is this career going to take me? Looking 5 years, 10 years down the road? Maybe not even think that far. Maybe how about the next year? Where is this career going to take me? Definitely want to look at that. So the word home is, some of you might be working remote. Some of you may want to work remote. Some of you may be looking at opportunities outside the home on top of your regular job. Okay, I say job because a career is not a job. A job is not a career. Jobs are usually something you take because you need a financial means. A career is something that you want because you have a passion for it, and then it becomes not a job because you enjoy it. Okay, so I think divine is saying see beyond. Remember, he has got a calling and a place for every single person. Every individual is very different. So whatever the calling is, or your journey, where you're supposed to be headed, there is a seed deep down in you that knows that's what you should be doing or want to be doing, but somebody isn't following it. Okay. And sometimes, for example, my leather work, I used to do it full time and now I do it part time. However, if I wanted to go back full time, I could do that. And I'm headed back to do that only because that is my calling. Why is it my calling? Well, leather work. How's that a calling? Because I'm the conduit to speak about divine and to other people with divine. Same with my channels. So this is my calling, and this is not my choice. This is his choice. Thank you. He says, sometimes I give you a calling, may not be your choice, but it is the best, and he will flourish you through it in love and light. You'll love it, everything that you're doing. Okay, I don't know who this is for. So in this career, this is definitely the number 9. Okay, here's the thing. I want you to look at, even if you don't know numerology, these two numbers are 9. Okay. This is a universe. Whatever this is means intense, means out front, means pay attention to it, or it may be something that it's almost completed. Now, if you say, some people, when they do numerology, they'll take the two numbers and they'll add them together, and then they'll get what the numerology number is for that. So if we add these two together, it is the number 18, and 18 becomes 9, and this again is your third 9. Pay attention to what is happening, either whatever is almost finishing in your career, whatever you might like, I'm done with this, I want to move on. Pay attention to that. Or if it is something that is really intense out front that you desire to do. And even if you're in school, pay attention to that burning fire of what you're supposed to be doing, because this is divine's calling to you right now. His message. This is the Hierophant. the closest thing. He's saying pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to that third eye in your crown chakra. All right. All right. So let's see what else he says. I can't make this stuff up. I cannot make this stuff up. Now that's the universe saying and talking about it, and Divine's talking about it. So I don't know what it is. But for somebody, he's like, get out of the home. Get out of the home. So somebody is working from home, and yes, it's very comfortable, but you can't do what he wants you to do in the home. I don't know who that's for. He says, open the door. I don't know who that's for. Open the door. Give and take. Give and take. Open the door. I don't know what that's for. I'm getting goosebumps for somebody. That must mean something to somebody. Open the door. He says, I can't come through a closed door. I don't know who that's for. All right. So let's see what else he has to say for this career, future in finance or money to help somebody. All right. Oops. Oh, wow. There's that number 10 again, guys. Oh, boy. Somebody's learning something. Definitely either learning something or in the process of or going to be learning something. 4, 6, 7. You're holding yourself back, though. You yourself are holding yourself back. Definitely. Okay, so what we have here is the Ace of Swords in the beginning, the very, very beginning. There is an offering, okay? There is something coming. There is something that, and maybe that's who I'm supposed to be speaking to, is just, you got to get out of your home because it's not happening there. It's just not. It's not happening there. You have the 10 of Swords. Again, something really just all of a sudden cutting it off. Remember, you guys, when I start talking about if you don't stop something, or if you don't quit something, or if you don't, he'll do it for you. It's like when you're a workaholic and you don't rest, and he's saying, I need you to rest. Your body's tired, and if you don't do it, I'll do it. And then you end up either in the hospital or something for a few days. Like, I'll tell you, I'll make you rest. Been there, done that. That's why I say that, because I'm a stubborn Virgo. Because we have the Hermit. We have Virgo energy. We can remember we've got the full moon again in the next, what is today? The 16, 2 days. We're in that Virgo energy of analyzing and paying attention. Again, contemplating, looking at things in a whole. So if something has just ended, okay, if somebody just lost their job or quit their job, don't stress about it. It was something that was supposed to happen inevitably, and something new is coming your way. But what you do need to do is pay attention to the lesson that you learned, things that you learned in a positive note, things that you learned, whatever your job you're in right now or career you're in right now, pay attention to the positive note, because there is something you are learning. This is your center card. You're there because you need to learn. You're there to either learn a skill, to meet somebody, to touch somebody, or them to touch you, but you're definitely where you're at right here, right now, where you're supposed to be, okay? And it's been a hard road. It's been a really hard road, but you're there. You're in the present moment. But somebody definitely is thinking about the past too much, about what happened to get there, how they got there, the worries and the blood, sweat, and tears. Start letting that go, because you're losing your focus. Okay, your focus is in the wrong place. Okay, your focus is, well, this is what somebody out there, I don't know who this is for, but it's like, well, I got here, I worked really hard. I. Actually, you didn't get there without any help. Everybody needs help in every situation, every way. We don't get anywhere alone, and Divine definitely allowed you to help and have that job or whatever situation you're in. So better look up to him, because he's the one that helps you through. helps you get it, helps you leave it, helps you stay balanced, stay focused wherever. It's we throw ourselves off. So whoever is definitely doing that, they are staying and they're focusing in the wrong thing in their career, and they're focusing more on what's happened. Somebody else might be focusing more on, well, I did this. I know somebody's like, well, I got here and I did this, and I was like, no, you didn't. Not by yourself. You didn't. You know, it's like, I'm sorry, but like my ex-husband, you didn't get here by yourself. I paid for your butt to come here from Africa. So you didn't do this by yourself. So those kind of things, you know, that hypothetical. Somebody here on your challenge card definitely is very, very worldly. There is definitely this person. Now, I don't think this is everybody. Of course, this is just a mid-month, and this is collective, but definitely somebody is very world thinking. Their spiritual mind is like, you're full of crap, Patty. You're just full of crap. You know what? Go ahead, say I'm full of crap. That's your choice. That's your right. But this is a person who's more worldly. So this is really a time to really, again, get those energies of the universe. And when I say the universe, I'm talking about the planets. I'm talking about Mercury and Jupiter. Pisces is coming out very, very sensitive. Really pay attention to your intuition. Really pay attention to your third eye and your crown chakra. Pay attention to those. Definitely with the moon conjuncting and being not conjuncting, but being opposite with Neptune. This is a creative time and things. So something's flowing in somebody for their work, but they're just not moving forward in it. And I think that's why Divine is saying, pay attention to this. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. And pay attention to it, because something is really wanting. All I can see is a door shut. I see a physical door shut. And it's like it keeps opening and slam, open, slam, open, slam. Somebody's fear is to keep that door open, whatever it is. Don't be afraid to go through an open door. This is where you learn. Okay, especially if you get good feelings. If you're not getting good feelings about going through that open door, say you have 2 jobs. I'll do a hypothetical real quick. You have 2 jobs. They're both 2 jobs. They pay the same, different companies, different things. But you have an intuition like, man, when I did the interview, I really had a better feel about this. Okay, but this job pays more by 50 cents or $1 an hour, whatever it is. But you're like, but I really could use that extra money, but I felt really good. Pay attention to that. Go to the one that you know you're going to feel really good about, because you don't know what energy that other company is going to give you. Okay? That's career. When you can have 2 things, one's apple, one's an orange, they're not the same, even though they may look the same. Go where your intuition, where your heart is. Whatever job you're in now, or whatever career you're in now, or whatever school you're in, or whatever thing you're studying to go into, really ask your heart, how do I feel about this? That's what Divine's talking about. Because thank you, that's where home is. Home is the purpose. I don't know who this is for. I'm going to start getting, I'm an empath, so I'll get really sensitive. Your home is where your calling and your purpose is. And that's what he's saying. Please see beyond. I'm trying to bring you to your calling and your purpose. I'm trying to get you to where I have designed you specifically, uniquely, you, to where you want to be. Just listen to me. Just listen to me guide you, is what I'm hearing. Whew. I got goosebumps everywhere. I don't know who that's for. And if some of you have watched my channel before, you know I can get pretty sensitive, especially if I'm that close to somebody. I don't know who that's for. Please, I would love to hear your emails. I would love to hear what's going on with you. All right. All right, let's see if Divine has something else for your career. This is a beautiful process. You're in a process. You're in the middle of your process. But again, he's having me look at that 10 of Swords. It's going to end quickly. And you're going to try, somebody's going to be pessimistic and try to analyze it and like, well, why did that happen? Why did that? Don't question it. It happened, and just know that you need to evaluate and meditate and contemplate what that taught you and how you're going to take that new information, because we're talking about Mercury energy here. and informative energy from Virgo. So we're taking that information and moving forward with it. Don't stay stuck. Don't get in that mud puddle. Don't get in that and stay stuck. Keep moving forward with it. Because somebody doesn't want to. It's like, oh, you know what? Screw it. This hangman energy, this insightful positive. It's like somebody that keeps moving forward and they're always positive. You know, they don't like it. Somebody does not like that. Oh, can you just ever be negative? No. No, because I always look at the positive. All right. Oh, wow. So again, we have Judgment. We have the number 2. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. So definitely this is going to be a judgment call on you on how you're going to do this. I do say make sure that walk in the truth, because we're going to go back to your very self. Welcome. Oh, of course, Felix. Of course, you can ask a question. If we go back to self, the very beginning. Remember, we did self, then love, then career. We go back to self. This is where you really have to look at the facts. You really have to look at the honest truth. This is where we have to pay attention to the trine of Pluto, because Pluto loves to fight. Pluto is like, you don't need to think about that. You don't need to worry about that. You don't. But yeah, you do, because this is about your future. This is about something, and about communicating. This is that Mercury Jupiter energy again. And Virgo, because Virgo, we've got the Hermit. We've got to really analyze and think about that in the future. Okay, so I don't know what that is. All right, but yeah, definitely you can ask. Let me see if while I wait for your question, I'll definitely do a little bit of shuffling here. Let me see what other one I like. Oh, congratulations! A good one. Let me see if he does, Felix. Let me see if he does. I'm excited for you. This has got a lot of good energy around it. This has got a lot of light energy around it. All right. Definitely. I feel a lot of light energy for this. Let me just, let me focus for a minute. Don't stop yourself. Do not stop yourself. You're wanting to stop yourself. I don't know, Felix, if something happened recently or that you're doubting yourself. But again, we have the Hermit energy and the Ace of Wands. So this is where you're doubting yourself, because we have the Seven of Swords. So sometimes we hold ourselves back from fear. And I want to say this is more fear. I really think this is a good thing. I know that the earth part, the human part of ourself, wants to overanalyze, because we're in a Virgo energy. Don't overanalyze. Don't overthink it. This is a very beautiful opportunity. And it has a very light energy around it. Okay. But I feel there's some fear there for some reason. But you know what? That fear is low vibrational. That fear is sort of a doubt. That fear is an earthbound energy. So I really, really do believe. And again, thank you. So he's saying, see beyond, Felix, see beyond. Look what your journey or calling is. Again, not from a mind, but from your third eye and your open chakra. Open your chakra up and to hear spiritually what that is telling you. Yeah, I could see that, and I can feel it. I can feel it. But don't be. See, if that fear is coming from that low vibrational space, and what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Divine says if you go for it and it doesn't happen, you have nothing to lose. You gave it a shot. And the other thing too, again, there, along with this whole reading, there might be somebody there that you're supposed to be connecting with, or something or someone that you're supposed to be connecting with. Okay, there is a reason. There is a lesson in this. Again, we're at the center of the reading. So definitely, I would say go for it. I feel very, very light energy for it. Definitely. So you're overthinking. Don't overthink. Okay. And that's for anybody. If you're going through something, you got two hermits here. So if you're overthinking something, again, that's that Virgo energy. However, that's also a control energy. That's where we want to take control of things rather than letting things flow the way that they're supposed to. Again, that's divine saying in your relationships and everything. You're trying to control. Now, if we're trying to control a toxic relationship that he's saying, let go. I don't like this low vibrational energy with this person has low integrity, they have false promises, they have false hopes, they're trying to have you compromise, and you're actually trying to do everything to make things happen. Yeah. And I would just say and when you do that, Felix, and this is for anybody watching, is when you want to stop thinking about go do it, but feel that energy. Don't go by your feelings, because your feelings are fickle, and don't go by your feelings. Go by the energy in your spirit that is telling you to do or not to do. That's how you begin to get into that connection with spirit and divine, is that you start to feel that spirit deep in within you, and you start to do it. And if something inside you says, this really probably wasn't the best idea, you can always retract. That's anybody. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're always welcome to, you've been around for a long time. You don't hesitate to email me if you want to. Okay. But yes, this is the thing with spirit. This is the thing with energy, universe, or however you want to look at it. It is once you begin to follow spirit, it is a different way of living. It is 100% way of living. And anything I do or don't do is because I really pull from the spirit. And it's really interesting. I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, it was the first time I could actually feel my spirit. Literally feel my spirit. It's like having a little person inside you, and you can actually feel how they feel, and then you follow through with that, and your mindset changes. So I don't go by earth anymore. I might think about it because we're human, but then I sit there and say, should I do that or should I not? And I don't do anything without praying for it first. Divine, show me. I'm stupidly, okay, I want a truck, but I haven't gotten a truck yet. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I need to pray and meditate and contemplate. Okay, is this really what you want me to have? I don't know what the gas prices, I don't know where you guys are at, but the gas prices here are just skyrocketing so fast and so hard. It's like a truck, it takes a lot of energy. It's like, nope, can't have a truck yet. Okay, so I'll wait. But I keep that third eye open, because if he opens the door, man, I'm going to hop on it because I want a truck. Long story why I want a truck. But anyway, all right. So hopefully some of these things, between working on yourself, working on your love, whatever is going on in this relationship, with whatever love relationship you've got going on, and your career, for the rest of the month. The full moon, I'm going to try to do a full moon reading, just a full moon reading. So if you haven't, yeah, oh man, is bad here too. I think California, I don't know about New York, but California, of course, California is the biggest state in the United States, hits $7 a gallon. I just drove today, we're at $5 a gallon. It's crazy. You just got to keep praying for Ukraine, and praying that, you got to pray for Putin, literally. You got to pray for that dude. But anyway, I'm going to try to do a full moon reading. I've been under the weather, but hopefully I can get one in, because I think this full moon is really going to play on the spring cleaning of not only emotionally, but physically, but also too through a lot of challenges and struggles that has been happening through this Pisces energy, because we've been so emotional, so physically sensitive, that, and even me, I've noticed it, even at my job, I've noticed it. So, I really think it's important to do a full moon energy. Wow, that's too much. $7. Yeah. Yeah, it is too much. It's way, way too much. Yeah. Um, Lupita, I can pull a couple cards for you. Do you have a question, though? Do you have a question? I can do just a couple of cards for you before I go. Definitely, if you would like. Um, but definitely this full moon is really going to be playing because we're getting rid of Pluto energy. A lot of fighting, a lot of violence, a lot of arguing, a lot of that in this Pluto energy, but then this Pisces is really sensitive. So it's really disoriented. This full moon is just really disoriented. So really pay attention to what is going on with you. Be traveling this week. Oh. Is this a traveling for a job? Is this traveling for pleasure? Let me pull a card for you. Let me see here. And before we end this, just don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you watched even for a few minutes, it's really appreciated if you like it. Again, subscribing gets you free readings and free coaching. Again, go to divinewarriorintuitive.com. Okay. And you can see the different coaching. I mean, mainly I'm just a life coach, spiritual coach, dating coach, nutrition and fitness, that kind of a thing. All right. She wants to know, or she or he. I'm sorry, I don't know international names. Nine of Swords. Oh, the Knight of Coins and the Three of Swords. It looks like you might be. I can't say 100% because we've got the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is about, are you traveling because of pain? Are you traveling because of a relationship? Are you traveling because of a job? This is something that makes sure that you're traveling for the right purpose. Okay, that you're traveling, and it's going to cost some funds to do that. So, of course, travel always does, right? However, what my concern about is these two swords. So make sure that you're walking in the truth of why you want to travel this week and what is it that you want to travel. The Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, definitely says that that's a possibility for you to travel. But definitely make sure why you want to travel and be honest and truthful. Again, this is that Hermit energy. Be honest and truthful why you want to travel. And again, thank you. She's saying look into your intuition if this is something that really you should be doing. Again, there's that light dark energy. This is that, let's go back to the truck. I really want a truck. If I can go buy a truck, but is it really what I should be doing for my spiritual energy? Or am I doing it because I humanly want it and I just want it? That's the wrong way to buy something or to do something because it doesn't turn out good. Okay, it doesn't turn out good. So we need to ask ourselves, why are we doing it? And is this what is the second dimension, what divine should be doing? So pay attention to your intuition on this. Really closely pay attention to your intuition on this one. Because I mean, you can be traveling. That's very possible. But is this a wise thing to do? All right. Yeah. Well, a lot of the times, and I thank you for that because a lot of the times people come to me and then they ask me to pull a card or read a card and they want me to say something positive, but I don't just say things to say things. I'm talking to divine while I'm talking to you. I'm getting downloads while I'm talking to you. I'm looking at the numerology while I'm talking to you. I'm looking to the astrology while I'm talking to you. And we've got the 9 and we've got the 3. We've got to acknowledge, here's that 9 again. That 9 being really out front and intense energy, and the number 3 acknowledging it. But then when you look at the card, you've got the 3 of Swords, which is pain, which is hurt, which is trauma, which is whatever. This could be past or present, or it could be future. I don't know. but it is something that you really have to take heed to because it's the number 3, acknowledging it. And also too, you have the 9, which is again very intense energy of swords. So swords again are being about truth, absolute truth, not earthly truth, absolute truth, divine truth, that deep, deep truth, that being honest with yourself. Okay. So I hope this helped. I hope that something resonated with you, whether it be in yourself, whether it be in your love relationships or career, what we did the rest of this month. I hope that you guys will subscribe and hit the bell, and then you'll be notified. Again, energy vampire and toxicity video coming out later today or tomorrow morning. Watch for that. If you're a subscriber, you'll be notified. Oh, you're so very, very welcome. Love you so much. Love yourself. Really pay attention to yourself and what you need. All right. And I will see you on the next video. Not sure when that's going to be. I'm just trying to heal and get better. So I love this. Thank you thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. And I miss you. That's why I came on to do this. I miss you guys so much because I didn't get to do a reading this week. So I love you guys. Take care. And remember those full moon energies. Today is the 16th on this recording. They are active and alive. Really pay attention. Know what the Virgo energies are. Know what the Pisces energies are, because these two are really, really active right now. And if you're weepy, if you're sensitive, if your intuition is going out the roof, if you're just emotional, that is the full moon. Hang on. 3 days after the full moon, things will dissipate a little bit. But I will see you then, and take care. Love you guys, and walk in absolute truth and love. Bye-bye now. Thanks, Felix. Bye, you guys. Love you. Thank you for the comments.